those of you that don't know me out there, I also am a children's author. And I wanted to say thank you for joining me on my vlog today. It's quite a short vlog because I've got some other commitments that I need to take care of during today, but I wanted to get something out to you. So today's vlog is about something that I did for the space of a week. I actually did it for just over a week, but I decided not to do so many post outs on my books because I wanted to see what would happen with my accounts on social media. So the platforms that I work across are Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Goodreads, Pinterest. Mainly those are the ones that I work across, and Instagram. And I just wanted to do as an exercise for a week to see if there would be any shift in the followers, the audience, or my book sales. So instead of posting out on a continual basis and worrying about the algorithm, because we all worry about this algorithm so much, whether we're an author or whatever business that we've got, and we feel that if we're not complying with the algorithm, we're just going to drop off the radar. And I didn't find that that was the case. So instead of posting out so many content about the books that I have written specifically, I decided that I would rather do engagement, so talking to other authors, talking to readers, and on Facebook, not just with authors and readers. I joined lots of different groups, and on Facebook I've had a resounding success because I've had much more engagement there, and also on Instagram, than I had previously from people that I was engaging with. So I would engage with them on the content that they were putting out. Now, I'm not just talking books here. I joined other groups as well. So I joined cooking groups, sewing groups, climbing groups, biking groups, all sorts of different groups that I'm really interested in, so that I've got something valuable to be able to comment on somebody else's post. And my social media accounts actually grew. So I was quite surprised with that. The only one that isn't really growing is my YouTube channel, but that's a whole different vlog and session entirely because YouTube isn't my main focus at the moment. My main focus is to grow and enhance my other social media platforms and to get my name out across to a greater and broader audience. I didn't want to just do a small audience where I'm just focusing on BookTokers, book bloggers, bookstagrammers. I want more people to know that I exist, that my books exist, and that I'm contributing towards their comments and their posts as well. And I chose to use the post outs on things that I am broadly interested in. So I steered away a little bit from just engaging with book posts or anything that is bookish related and just other authors. I mean, I love all of that because I'm an avid reader and, as you know, I'm an author. So anything to do with books, I'm just gaga about. But I wanted to broaden my audience. And what actually happened after a week of engaging with lots of different people and lots of different groups is that I found my accounts started to grow just randomly. They just started to have a surge. So Instagram was my greatest surge, and on Facebook. But I also found on Goodreads, where I would just put comments on things that people had written, or books that they had read even, and I would put comments, that my following over on Goodreads shot up to, it went up by over a couple of hundred in just when I say a week, I'm on about a 5-day working week. It shot up quite significantly. And my LinkedIn account, I have over 11,500 followers there. So that is not masses when you look at big influencers out there who are in the marketplaces. But for an author on LinkedIn to have a following of 11,500 people, that's quite staggering. And the way that I did this was just, like I said before on this vlog, is just by talking to other people, putting lots of likes on their comments, making comments against their comments, and starting to get engagement going, and starting to let people know that, hey, I'm here, and let's have a chat about, what you're interested in. Let's talk about what you're interested in. And it then took off, and they wanted to know a little bit more about me. They found out that I was an author. They wanted to know about my writing journey. And these aren't specifically people who are book bloggers or bookish people. They are just people in general who work for different organisations, who've got a different array of interests. And it really surprised me that by engaging, not all, only did I increase my followers across my platforms, and I've now hit over 31,000, which is quite staggering considering I've only joined platforms such as Facebook and Instagram. On TikTok, I've only joined those in the last 5 months. So for me to have gone from very small accounts to having a broader audience of 31,000, personally, I think that's quite impressive. And really solely just from doing engagements with other people. So I guess a top tip for you, whatever business you're in and whoever's listening or watching this vlog, is that don't just concentrate on what you're posting out. I mean, obviously you need your content to be amazing and you want it to be engaging and you want people to not scroll past it. You want people to stop and have a look and focus on what you're presenting. But you need to talk to people as well. You need to get people to trust you. You need to get people to want to know about you and to want to engage with you as a person as well on whatever level. And I found that this was a fantastic exercise. And not only did I have, I wouldn't say stress because I don't have any stress when I do post outs about my book or what my day is, or about my author life, or about my author journey. But you know what it can be like if you are constantly vlogging and you are constantly posting. You can be at risk of having social media drain. And also you're not doing the things that you like doing, which is the writing. I mean, I love writing, and I didn't want to be constantly thinking, oh, what content should I put out? What should I be putting out? And I have absolutely had a blast just talking with other people as if they was just a friend in the street, and I've built some fantastic relationships in just a very short space of time, and I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you're in a little bit of a content slump, or if you're in a little bit of a slump with your followings, or you don't feel that you're getting anywhere, maybe try this little tip and just engage with other people. And don't narrow yourself down to just bookish posts and people that are just talking books. If you're interested in something else like running, then join a running group on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or wherever. Or if you like me, I like rock climbing and I speak to other rock climbers. And I joined an expat community as well because I am a British person who lives in Spain. And recently I joined an expat community for my region. And I've had actually an increase in sales as well, which I can see, as we know, when we self-publish, we can track the countries. And a couple of people on the expat community have reached out to me to say, hey, I've just bought your book, Jimmy Choos for Cleaning Loos, or I've just bought your book. It could be one of my other books. And that really took me by surprise because, people are genuinely interested in you. And that they're quite intrigued when they find out that you're an author. And it is human nature to want to know a little bit more about that person and what they've written. And, I've made some sales as well. So I wouldn't say through this engagement process that I've driven and enhanced my sales, my bottom line for sales. But I have noticed an increase in that. And I closed actually in April on my record-breaking sales in the last 8 months. So that's a bonus as well. But, stop worrying about the algorithm and have some fun with social media, because I also see a lot of people saying, oh, I've got social media drain. I'm really exhausted from thinking of content. I need to have a social media break. And whereas that might be true and hold up for a lot of you out there, for me personally, engaging with people on a personal level about the stuff that they want to talk about, that they're in love with, I found really helped me just make great friends, have people that are interested in my books, who want to buy my books, really interested in me as an author. My social media accounts grew, my sales are growing slightly, and on top of that, the most important thing is I have had a wonderful time doing it. And it's now something that I'm going to be doing on a regular basis because I don't want to think about algorithms. To be honest, perfectly honest with you, I don't really care about the algorithm. I am definitely not the type of author that is sitting there thinking, I need to post out, I need to post out, I need to generate content, I need to talk about my books, I need to do this, I need to do that because of the algorithm. Listen, guys, forget the algorithm, just screw the algorithm because it changes all the time. You can't keep up with it. There's just no way you should be beating yourself up. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. You might not agree with it, and that's absolutely fine, but do drop me some comments and let me know what you think. And if you do try doing this engagement and broadening your entire circle away from just books and bookish content, let me know how that goes, even if you only do it for 5 days. I mean, for sure, you still post out. I still post out, but I'm just not saturating my social media posts with everything about my own books. I mean, I book blog as well, so I do book blogging, and that's fantastic, and that's increased my audience, if you like, and I've had a lot more people interested in that. But as soon as I joined some other groups and I started chatting, I just, not only did the social media accounts grow, but I just found I had so much more fun. I just don't want the stress of all this algorithm nonsense, and I want to have fun on social media. And to see my accounts just increase and rocket it was just so rewarding, and having a fantastic time doing that and meeting lots of other people. It's been a really wonderful experience. So, maybe give it a go. Don't do it for 5 days, do it for 2 days, do it for 3 days. But I really think for you to be able to see some kind of gains or some kind of viability in this exercise, you should really do it for at least a minimum of 5 to 7 days. And it's something that I'm continuously doing, and I'm having a wonderful time chatting to lots of different people, and not just constantly about my books and everything. And I'm actually getting a wider audience, and I'm getting more people who are genuinely interested, because I'm not constantly ramming my book down their throat or trying to keep her on top of an algorithm. The other thing I never ever do, and I see it a lot on Twitter, is I don't just post out a question to get people to respond to me or to do retweets or to likes, because I find it just a nonsensical way of doing things. I'm really not an algorithm bunny. I don't, like I've said before and touched on, I don't care about the damn algorithm. I'm so not interested in it. So I never do that. I will talk about things that I think other people are genuinely interested in. And on Twitter also, I engage with other people. I'm not just talking to authors and people who read books and bloggers. I just chat to anybody. I'll chat to anybody down in the street about whatever they want to talk about. And that's what I do on social media. And it's worked for me. This might not work for everybody, but it does work for me. So give it a little go. And I would really be interested in your comments, and for you to let me know how this has worked out for you if you do go ahead and try it. Thanks for joining me on my vlog today. I really appreciate your time to stop and listen and not scroll past me. I really do appreciate that. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm looking to grow my channel, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.